Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
Love is the most illogical thing in the world.
I'm not quite sure what it is.
I don't know.
It's powerful.
Love is interesting.
I don't really buy into the typical love.
An extension of, love for yourself.
I try to think of things from many different perspectives, so it usually gives you a greater understanding of something.
Love is more than just a feeling.
It's almost like a high. It's one of the greatest feelings you can have.
Honest with a person, willing to open up to that person and telling them everything that's, going on, and trusting that person with everything you have.
But at the same time, losing that, same as almost a withdrawal, can send people into depression.
Giving that person the power to destroy you and trusting them that they won't. It's
Just completely trusting someone with every fiber of your being. Just being able to convey everything you know to one person, someone who just understands you, and even if they don't understand you as you want them to, it's still someone you feel completely comfortable around.
To put it is, love is an action. Love is expressed. Love is doing something.
I think in today's world, we lack that so much just because our love is put in the wrong direction.
Love is really doing it. Love is looking at someone that you have nothing to gain from and giving them everything, doing whatever you can to help them grow. Not whatever they want, but what they need.
We get so lost in day-to-day life that, people end up putting those emotions in the wrong direction,
I've felt things that I'm been so positive that they have been loved, but I don't know that for certain.
I guess you would be lucky if you thought you experienced love. I mean, what really is love? How can we just say it down, like define love? I feel it's such a high plane.
That love is just an emotion, and your emotions are merely creations of your own being, and therefore they are just as meaningful as you make them and as meaningless as you make them. But for me, I'm tempted to say that love is something more than that.
Love is a feeling of retardation that you get for a little while. That's all it is for me.
There are times where there's enormous amounts of attraction.
Feeling that you get that retardation love. For me, that's love. Because once you're with a certain person, that feeling of retardation, it fucking goes away, right? I mean, you still supposedly love them, but I don't know, you become attached to them. I guess that's what people call love. I don't call that love.
Love doesn't just spur a hole in your pocket, it does a lot. There's a lot of energy put into it.
Like I said, the month or few weeks of retardation that you have for somebody.
Think of the brain as purely chemical, and in that sense, all the reactions you have, everything you think, are frankly just stimuli coming into you and your brain reacting in different ways.
To me, if I did at some point, I would like it to be a state of mind or experience, a higher state of mind.
I would say I try to love everyone in the world, the whole world, every living thing in the world.
With possibly a companion or alone. You can be alone in love.
But you can also say you're in love with a person, and that's much different. If I say I love you, you understand that I care for you. But if you say I'm in love with you, then there's a much grander feeling.
But alone in love, that would be just like the whole love of like discovering everything, learning. I think that's its own form of love.
Because we're always going to be attracted to people who we see are in our likeness. We say opposites attract. Well, no, not really. It's just you see yourself in that person, essentially, and you like yourself, you love yourself.
To me, if I ever found such a thing, I would, and if I was with someone in love, I wouldn't want to think of them in the best way of like all of the good things about them. I would like to discover their faults and expand with them on that and learn from them in a way. I think that would be the best type of love.
to like know them to the point where you find them beautiful, like not only in a point to where, you know, they're physically attractive, but who they are is beautiful. Like all of their imperfections, all of their flaws, you know, you acknowledge them, you recognize them. You can't stand them at times, but you're willing to accept them. You like the person as a whole.
So, a wise man once said, "Love thy neighbor." I think that's probably one of the greatest things you can ever say.
You know, virtually all religions, that's the key, you know, theme and everything. Everything from, you know, the Bible to the Quran.
It's not just one man that said that, it's thousands. And from every culture, there's always been a man who said that.
It's, you know, love for your fellow human being, you know, helping out those around you, taking care of friends and family.
It's very deep, and it's something everybody needs and everybody wants. I mean, I can't imagine somebody living without it.
And you have this, it's kind of like this force, this energy, that's love.
Centerpiece of life. Love is the key to God's heart. It's what we were designed to do.
But when you lose it, don't let yourself get down.
That's the Cliff Notes, I would have to say.